mamas, and welcome to day 5. We've just given you a whole lot of information and you're probably feeling really overwhelmed and thinking, well, where do I start?
Yeah, so information is useless unless it's implemented. So in this lesson, what we're going to go over is how to start to implement what we've taught you and show you a way out of the cycle that you've often probably found yourself in, fighting between two types of pain. So there's the pain that gets you moving, and that pain, that's pain from stagnation or pain from being in one spot that you're not really necessarily happy with. And those kinds of pains are like being tired,
Having no energy, having no patience for your kids,
being irritable with your hubby, or
not feeling confident in yourself, not feeling confident in your clothes. Your
Yep.
clothes might feel really tight and you're just sick of it.
Yep. So all of these kinds of pain, they build up and they build up until you're ready to do something about it.
Something about it.
So you sign up for an e-course like this, or you go on the next challenge at your local gym. You do something, you have this good intention, but then what happens is quite often the pain shifts. Yeah. The shift in pain goes from the pain of being where you were to the pain of actually implementing these good intentions.
When you try to implement those good intentions, you may start to feel overwhelmed, thinking that you've got this expectation of massive food preps,
Being perfect,
missing out on social events, missing out on spending time with the kids, that you're going to be trapped in the kitchen all the time,
or at the gym,
or having to spend, that's it, I've got to dedicate my life to the gym now. Yeah.
So these growing pains, they tend to stop mamas in their tracks, and the cycle then goes back to where they started. So you constantly find yourself in this cycle of not enjoying where you are, trying to get out of that place, and then going back to where you were in the first place, because the pain of being where you were is less than what it was to actually change.
That's the pain of comfort.
Yeah. So our role, or our job, is to get you past that cycle and get you through onto a path that is perpetual and that keeps you growing. And part of that is to get you used to the pain and pushing through the pain, making that pain something to be celebrated, manageable, not overwhelming, and
knowing
remove
that
anxiety.
It's not going to be there all the time. If you push through it, you
100.
can. It won't be there permanently.
Yeah. So the definition of anxiety is questions that go unanswered, and your expectations versus reality being totally out of sync, right? So when what you expect and versus reality isn't aligned, you tend to get anxious, and this is something that we see a lot in mamas. That whole wanting to be perfect and not focusing on progression. So moving you away from that anxiety is the first step, and that we do that through getting to the bottom of the facts. And what do I mean by facts? Well, what I mean is we get to what you're doing, and we focus on what you are doing.
What you're currently doing in your current situation, doesn't matter what you are doing.
Yep.
We want to move you step by step to get better.
Yeah, rather than focusing on what you should be doing, because that could be a very, very long way away. And there could be a lot to change to get to where you should be.
It's an unhealthy mindset. We want to get you into a really good mindset about yourself. Don't, expect so much of yourself, and just see where you're currently at and how can we make it better.
Yeah. So if you're making small incremental progressions over a long period of time, you will eventually get there, and the pain won't be so huge as to knock you back, because it's the rebound that really hurts.
You may not even feel the pain.
You may not even, exactly. So when we're clear on the facts and we understand what you're doing, that's when we can progress you. And it's only through collecting data on yourself and that individual coaching style that we employ with the Fit Mum method, where we can give you accurate feedback. That's the word I was looking for. Accurate feedback, and make accurate decisions as well, based on where you want to go and what you want to do.
Yeah, and really becoming aware of yourself and finding out who you really are, what's been standing in your way.
Yeah, and all those habits that you've developed over however many years you've been on this earth.
Yeah, so this isn't really just what to eat and how to exercise and what to do. It's really about digging deep and finding who you are, and being aware of your own shit, and then how can you move forward to get better.
It's becoming the person that deserves the result that you want.
Yeah.
Really, it's becoming a better version of yourself.
That version that you want to be, and that you've imagined, and what has gotten you to watching this in the first place.
Yeah. It's quite often the transformation that occurs on the inner that is
then
the better
on the outside.
It's the better. It's the amazing part of the whole transformation process, essentially. So, I think we're done. Apply. If you're picking up what we're putting down, if you like our style and you'd like to know whether or not the Fit Mum method is for you or not, encourage you to apply. We'll take you through a series of questions where we'll get to know your individual problems.
See if you're ready.
Because we're not going to offer you a position in the Fit Mum method if you're not there yet. The worst possible circumstance for us is to let you in and you not be ready, you not implement it, and you have no result, nothing to gain from it, because it looks bad for us as well. So we want to make sure we preserve the inner circle community, the culture that we've built, and we'll only let you in if you're ready for it. So there's the challenge. See you on the other side.
See you.